This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Shanta. Shanta is an entertainer, but she also loves to be entertained, which is why she has Flow TV brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It's great for busy Shanta because she can control the time she watches her favorite shows, play back from the start in case she missed it, or even record with cloud video recording. And with her Flow services bundle, enjoys much more for much less. Visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
This is Barbados Today Evening News Update for Friday, March 11. I am Maricla Williams. Thank you for joining us. The National Union of Public Workers puts government on notice that it will not accept how vacancies are filled in the public service. The issue was a major talking point at a meeting this morning as union officials updated customs officers on the terms and conditions of service being offered by the Barbados Revenue Authority. Senior Industrial Officer Wayne Walrand complains that some workers who are qualified for vacant posts are being overlooked without good reason, and it is time the matter is addressed.
The Recruitment and Employment Code is causing gross injustice and discomfort to officers. We are seeing the intention of that Public Service Act was that a post should not be vacant for more than 1 year unless it is frozen by the minister or permission has been sought by the Governor General. Therefore, we are seeing that persons who have been in those posts for 7 years have a right to be appointed based on their competency and based on being suitably qualified. We are also contending that legally you cannot treat a post as vacant where a person has been sitting in post for several years, and therefore they should not be known. It should not be treated as supposed to be advertised. In essence, what you are doing, you are treating these persons as person non grata, they don't exist in the service, and you are treating the post as vacant as though nobody exists in the post. You cannot treat public officers like this.
Over at the Ministry of Labour, intense closed-door talks are underway to bring an end to the bitter wage impasse between the NUPW and the Grantley Adams International Airport. Labour Minister Dr. Esther Bayo-Suku is chairing the talks with the two sides, who have been reporting headway on settling the dispute on the union's demands for a 3.5% salary increase for airport workers dating back to 2011. Law enforcement officers are reporting success as they continue their crackdown on illegal drugs. Joint operations involving the Drug Squad, the Tactical Response Unit, and members of the Barbados Defense Force netted more than 1,200 marijuana plants yesterday. They seized 306 plants in Darrells Hills, Christchurch, 204 in Carrington, St. Philip, 331 in Vaughan's Land, and Jose River, St. Joseph. The cannabis plants were discovered in bushy areas and ranged from 1 to 6 feet tall. No arrests were made. In other news this evening, the Executive Director of the Barbados International Business Association, Henderson Holmes, is calling for urgent attention on issues affecting the ease of doing business in Barbados. While touting the sector's contribution to the economy, Holmes said there is still room for growth. But he told the Democratic Labour Party's lunchtime lecture the sector will not expand until a number of homegrown stumbling blocks are removed.
We need greater agility in creating and amending legislation in Barbados. As you'll appreciate, legislation is really the backbone of your business environment. It's an important part of your business infrastructure, right? Of the framework that you have for doing business, legislation. So it determines the stage on which business is conducted, right? Now our business legislation needs a complete overhaul. There are too many anomalies, too much disharmony in it.
A high number of Barbadians are suffering from glaucoma, a form of blindness that cannot be reversed. And University of the West Indies lecturer in ophthalmology, Dr. Dawn Grosvenor, is warning that many are not even aware they have the illness. She was speaking at a lecture on the topic Glaucoma, the Silent Thief of Sight last night. She revealed a 1988 study which contained worrying trends and expressed concern that there has been little improvement to date.
The study identified more persons with glaucoma than any previous population study. And we really have to put that in perspective. A small island like Barbados, 166 square miles. At that time, certainly not as many as 280,000 people now. And we still found more persons with glaucoma than any previous population study done in Europe, in North America. They found that 7% of the population over 40 had glaucoma. They also found that an additional 3% have early signs that probably will be confirmed as glaucoma. We call those people glaucoma suspects. And we have to include them in the glaucoma care package because we treat them in the same way. So you can really say that the burden of glaucoma that was discovered was 10% of our population, over 40. If we look at the last census data, we've got over 280,000 people. The over 40 age group is about 112,000. So that gives us a significant thousands of people in Barbados with glaucoma.
In sports, West Indies fast bowler Jerome Taylor tells fans the Caribbean team will hit back hard when the T20 World Cup bowls off. After a stinging 45-run defeat against India at Eden Gardens yesterday, Taylor said the West Indies are using the warm-up loss as a learning experience. He says the team has one goal, which is to win, and they will go back to the drawing board and look to improve in all departments of the game. That's batting, bowling, and fielding. The West Indies suffered a batting collapse in yesterday's match while chasing a target of 186.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hey, I'm Rabia. Look out for my new segment, Fashion and Beauty with Rabia, coming out this week. It's going to be so exciting. It's going to cover hair, nails, shoes, everything fashion and beauty. I'm excited, and you should be too.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
God, these papers ain't selling at all. Get your paper. Only $2.25. Get your paper, miss. Look, take it. I can pay for it. Barbados today, all the way.
Barbados Today. News you can trust.
In news from the region, the former Prime Minister of Curacao has been jailed for the next 3 years. He has also been barred from running for office for the next 5 years. He was found guilty on charges including forgery, money laundering, in a case where prosecutors said he received money in exchange for political favors. His longtime girlfriend was also sentenced to nearly 1 year in prison. He was appointed Prime Minister in 2010 and was ousted in August 2012 when his ruling coalition lost the majority. The European Union and Cuba today normalized their relations and signed an agreement on human rights issues. The political dialogue deal culminates nearly 2 years of negotiations. At a signing ceremony in Havana, officials from both sides hailed the development as an historic step. Cuba was previously the only Caribbean country without an international cooperation deal with the 28-member bloc. And in the U.S., former Republican candidate Ben Carson has confirmed his support for his former rival and frontrunner Donald Trump in the U.S. presidential race. He made the endorsement at a joint news conference in Florida with Mr. Trump ahead of primaries on Tuesday.
Some people said, well, why would you get behind a man like Donald Trump? I'll tell you why. First of all, I've come to know Donald Trump over the last few years. He is actually a very intelligent man who cares deeply about America. You know, he said terrible things about you. How can you support him? Well, first of all, we buried the hatchet. That was political stuff. And, you know, that happens in American politics.
And that's the news and sports. But for the very latest, remember to visit our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Maricla Williams. Good evening.